Hello, and welcome back to the evening update. It was a mad scramble. Photo finish. Barely made it at 7:30, guys, but we did it. My stories aren't even fully sorted. I don't have memes open yet, but you know what? The important thing is we're here. Sometimes you just have to do things whether you're ready or not. And you know what? That's just a good life lesson. If you have something to do, just do it. Sometimes you can just do things, turns out. So guys, just do it. Have fun. We're all here to see the news, though. You're not here to just see my ugly mug and hear me talk about nonsense. You're here to talk about the news. But first, check out the profile. As always, guys, you can find the website, patriotdad.org. Go there. You can see this wonderful page that Siraj made for me. Thank you very much, Siraj. You can buy me a cup of coffee because I'm addicted to coffee. Not afraid to admit it. I drink way too much coffee. It's probably unhealthy, but you know what? I'm still here. Single dad, 42, still kicking. Living on about, 8 to 10 cups of coffee. It's a very expensive habit, guys. So if you want help support my habit, buy me some coffee. It's literally just to give me a tip so I can buy stuff. But you can also buy merch. We're going to work on getting that updated. I'm sorry, I dropped the ball on that. I've been so stupid busy with work. Shell has offered to help me with that, and I have not been able to do that. I'm going to try and get her into the store so that we can get that working after the show is over tonight, before I go to bed, so I can get up very early in the morning again tomorrow to keep doing what I do. But we're going to work on getting that update for you guys. That is my fault. Don't blame Shell. Don't blame Crispy. They offered help. I just haven't done my part yet, but I will. I'll do that tonight. Patriot Dad Discord as well. You can also check out the Men's Empowerment Network. For those of you who might be men going through divorce or custody issues, I specialize in coaching for y'all because I went through a whole bunch of nonsense with both of those things and through emotional stability. And it turns out just doing stuff and sometimes not doing stuff, mostly not saying stuff, you can actually have a lot better outcomes in the court system, guys, even though the court hates you. Just deal with it. It's fine. Live in reality. That's right. We did it, Karen. We are here. Also, you can follow me on X. You can subscribe to my YouTube and my Rumble. There's also a little blurb down there at the bottom, so check that out, guys. Website, patriotdad.org. It is linked right there in the profile. You can also leave me just a tip. If you don't want to go through the hassle of buying me coffee, you can just give me your tip. It will be greatly appreciated and enjoyed. Also, check out the live schedule down here, guys. We have it updated for Eastern Standard Time because we're still ridiculous and still swapping clocks every 6 months. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can be here for the evening update with us at 7:30 p.m. You can also see us on Saturday for the weekly update. If you missed some of the shows during the week, you know what? Just come back for the weekly recap. That's 7 p.m. Eastern, or come to all of them. That's fine, too. Topic exchange. We just had one last night. I fell asleep again for part of it. That's what I do. My schedule is very busy, but very interesting conversations happen in there. So check those out. Tuesday, 8:45 p.m. and Sunday, Bible Space with Christina and Shell at 4 p.m. for your journey through the Bible. I think that's the name. Strange Journeys Through the Bible, Journey Through the Bible, something like that. But check it out, guys. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because we're retarded and still swapping clocks. Oh, apparently it is not happening this week, guys. So not this week. The following week, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because we're ridiculous. We're going to get into our Aladdin update section, guys. I actually made a whole section for this. Our very own Aladdin has traveled abroad. He is in Ukraine already. He made it very quickly. This guy, we literally just had lunch with him on Saturday. And then on Monday, he flew out of Virginia and landed overseas, already there. Guys, just they're doing things. Here is the post that shows his GoFundMe. So go ahead and donate to that, guys, if you can. Please contribute. Support him. He is crowdfunding his time. He plans on spending about 6 months over there on the front lines, showing what a meat grinder it is and showing how unfun war can be, just to hopefully warn some of us that civil war is not something you should desire. Conflict is not good. Most people won't be able to handle it. It's going to be very bad. But most of the news we get about it is also curated for you, just like most of the rest of the mainstream media. You shouldn't trust it. So our boy Aladdin here will be reporting from the front, or as close to the front as his crazy ass can get him. So there we go. Karen says Christina is going to catch you in a Waffle House parking lot. What did I do? What did I do, Karen? Like, What did I do? What did I do to get beaten up in a Waffle House parking lot? You didn't say 2 a.m. though. If it's like a 3 p.m. ass whooping, it's probably not so bad. Just saying. And you can see here, $48 in Krakow gets you this wonderful room. He also was talking on the space last night and got himself in trouble talking to us in the hallway at a random place overseas. So don't get beat up in a random hotel. You're tasing. Wait, what? I think you mean teasing. Please don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, bro, please. Also, he posted this. It is a cast iron trash can from a train station in Lviv. I don't know how to pronounce that, guys. I don't speak Russian, Ukrainian, or any of those, but Lviv has a cast iron trash can. I challenged our very own lectern leader to move this object, and he was kind enough to reply. Guys, I love Adam, guys. If you don't follow Lectern Guy, you should be already. You're missing out. It's so much fun. Thank you, Shell, also for posting over from Rumble. Because if you're one of the Buffer brothers, you have to say, let's get ready to rumble. Anyways, that's fine. We're going to move on. I'm an idiot. It's fine. So, Lectern Leader responded, guys. Good luck moving that thing, Lectern Leader. Aladdin even challenged him. And he said, not with that attitude, you can't. My guy, I hope Adam goes overseas just to move this thing. If anything, check out his page. I bet you he's going to have a Photoshop of him carrying that thing in the Capitol. Like, I would not be surprised at all because he's a very good sport. I love him. Karen says it's better than plastic. That thing will last. Karen, with the thick thumbs tonight. It will last for 80 years ago. That's a past tense and a future. I don't know what's happening anymore. But Karen, we love you. Have you been drinking? And we also have an update. Crispy in the house. Guys, we have a couple of the normies in here. Let's abnormies. I'm just going to call you abnormies because you're the normies, but we're all abnormal. So the abnormies in the chat, please make sure to post out the live stream. We're going to watch this quick update minute from Aladdin.
So a quick update. I'm on a train to Shimish. I was in Krakow last night. I landed. Got a cheap hotel room. Kind of got a few hours of sleep. Took a shower. And, it's about 2.5 hours train ride from Krakow to Shimish. Shimish is it's a border town between Poland and Ukraine. The intention is basically try to get the train ride from Shimish to Kyiv. We'll see how that plays out. I'll give you guys another update. And yeah, wish me luck. Hopefully everything goes smooth.
Boy, if it doesn't go smooth, bad things are going to happen. So I definitely wish you luck. In fact, make sure you include Aladdin in your prayers. He's doing something borderline crazy, guys. He's going to the front in Ukraine voluntarily, like on purpose. Like he didn't accidentally wake up there drinking. He's doing this sober. More power to him. Chad gave him the business. A lot of us gave him the business a little bit last night in the space about it because we love him. But Aladdin, good luck. Keep us updated. I will continue to cover you in the evening and the weekly updates. So I look forward to it. My brother, stay safe. We're going to move on to the election, guys. We had an election, in case you didn't know, last night. And it did not go well. It did not go well unless you're a communist. Then it kind of went well. California's mail-in ballots for Newsom's 2026 power grab are under review. This is in reference to, I believe, the Prop 50 that was on the ballot. But let's check this out.
Legal and criminal review. by whom and why? And also, in this vein, does the White House still plan to issue an executive order banning mail-in voting, and what legal authority do you have to do that?
The White House is working on an executive order to strengthen our elections in this country and to ensure that there cannot be blatant fraud, as we've seen in California with their universal mail-in voting system. It's absolutely true that there's fraud in California's elections. It's just a fact. It is just a fact. They have a universal mail-in voting system, which we know is ripe for fraud. And if you want to deny that, I'm happy to provide you all of the evidence for it. I'd be glad to send that to you after this briefing.
Rigged.
Fraudulent ballots that are being mailed in the names of other people, in the names of illegal aliens who shouldn't be voting in American elections. There's countless examples, and we'd be happy to provide them. As for executive action the White House is taking, yes, we are looking into that. And like any executive order, of course, any executive order the president signs is within his full executive authority. And
yeah, guys, Caroline Leavitt, everyone. It's been a while, actually, since we've had a Caroline Leavitt clip. I kind of miss them. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, guys, California's not the only state doing this. They're not the only state that allows illegals to vote in local elections, guys. It's absolutely crazy. But let's go ahead and check this out. California passed Prop 50 because people are morons.
The yes vote in particular with Prop 50. The reason
82%, guys. Reasons to vote yes. So this is a poll. 82% voted. It's to counter the GOP. So they think that's a good enough reason to just redraw the maps and make conservatives or right-wing people have even less of a voice in California. Less than they already do. Now, Tim Pool here was messing around a bunch last night, going on ChatGPT, Grok, and other places. And here's an example of Grok. He said, who should I vote for? Give a simple list. And it recommended all Democrats. What's up, Ronald? Good to see you in the chat. Thank you very much. In fact, I'm going to open that link and see what you linked us. Okay, so this is election related, so we might actually just play this here shortly. I will get back to that one, Ronald. Don't you worry. Thank you for providing that. We will watch it real quick here. But yeah, the fact that even Grok is recommending all Democrats, I'm sure that's normal, right? You also got here talking about Mamdani and the elections. So Mamdani and Phil That Remains, or about Mamdani, Phil That Remains, and Tim on the show were going back and forth. So let's watch that exchange real quick.
Who's the establishment candidate? Is Zoran the new establishment candidate, or is it still Cuomo?
It's Cuomo.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I agree with Ian. I think it is Cuomo. I do think that there's a...
Hold on. I just want to point out, guys, and I'll play that audio again. Phil just agreed with Ian. If you watch the show at all, guys, that's like mind-blowing.
I kind of feel like I agree with Ian. I think it is Cuomo. I do think that there's going to be significant pushback against Mamdani. Even if he wins, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be working against whatever his policy, whatever policies he's trying to implement in New York.
Yeah, because all the rich people... Because all the rich people that pay the taxes in New York aren't going to want a socialist implementing communist policies. So yes, there's going to be a lot of pushback.
Because there's a lot of people with a lot of money that don't want to see the kind of taxation that, Mamdani would be likely to implement. It's already super expensive to live in New York. There's already a municipal tax for living in New York.
Yep.
The people that make money in New York, I don't think that there's like a New York income tax, is there?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
If you work in New York, you have to pay a tax on the income that you make in New York City, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
but
wild.
I mean, like,
guys, that's actually kind of wild to think about, that a city income tax even exists. City sales tax I've heard of. Can someone fact check that? That seems crazy to me that you would have a city that could actually impose an income tax. Either way, guys, this election is a little out of hand. And if you wonder why it feels like it's being financed by people who have no business financing elections, well, here's a really good example. You have a picture of him with Alex Soros. This is George Soros' son. And as Native Patriot here points out, Maurice, it's a big club, and you ain't in it. Yeah. A lot of fundraising probably happened from nefarious places. Crispy says New York has fallen. Run away. Yes. 100%. Yes. You should leave. The election of a man that called for... So this is... now we're getting back into... That's Virginia. St. Louis has 1% for not only residents, but anyone who works in the city. Really? Okay, so that's not a completely unheard of thing. That's crazy to me. Check it out.
The crime rate rises 400%. The once great city of New York becomes the one maximum security prison for the entire country. A 50-foot containment wall is erected along the New Jersey shoreline, across the Harlem River and down along the Brooklyn shoreline. It completely surrounds Manhattan Island. All bridges and waterways are mined. The United States Police Force, like an army, is encamped around the island. There are no guards inside the prison, only prisoners and the worlds they have made. The rules are simple. Once you go in, you don't come out.
This sounds like, isn't this kind of like Raccoon City? Like, isn't this what they did with Raccoon City in Resident Evil? Like, I feel like that's what they should do. Treat it like zombies.
Today, a new mayor has won on a socialist platform. Defund police, government-run grocery stores, abolish old laws. So what happens inside the prison they call New York City? The tax base shrinks, services degrade, the culture shifts. The only ones left are those who can't or won't leave.
Probably can't.
Are you staying? Are you investing? Or are you planning your escape route? Because once you go in, you don't come out. Once you stay in, you might not come out intact.
Yeah, 100%, guys. Like, you can't live in there and then go back out to, like, the real world. This kind of behavior, this kind of mentality, this ideology, it needs to be contained. It needs to be squashed. It's a cancer on our society, guys. It really is. And as this points out, guys, the Democrats have fully embraced it, though. They fully embraced it to the point where, as Tim Pool here points out, the election of a man that called for the murder of his rival's children and for shooting him twice in the head is one of the biggest political scandals of our generation. A message to everyone that Democrats are moving beyond lawfare and preparing to kill you and your kids. Conservative Alternative Sam says, after they all celebrated Charlie's assassination, it shouldn't surprise us. Democrats are now embracing socialism too, the most murderous ideology in all of history. Guys, in the 20th century, socialism or communism directly resulted in the death of at least 100 million. There are estimates of over 150 million people in the 20th century. This is simply who they are now. Yeah, this is their platform, guys. And then here is some more information about the financing side. This is Linda Sarsour from CARE. Let's talk about funding for Mamdani's campaign.
Right now, I'm a little more quiet because I'm on the quiet side of this race, but I'm going to tell you that once November 4th comes around, I will tell the story. The story is not just, that it's random that Zahran ascended to this place. It is our Muslim American communities. And I'll also say that it's Muslim money. The PACs that have supported Zahran, or a particular PAC that has supported Zahran, is probably over 80% of Muslim American donors in this country. High net donors, grassroots donors. And I want to make the point that the Unity and Justice Fund PAC, which is the CARE Super PAC, was the largest institutional donor to the pro-Zahran PAC in New York.
Let me just pay that again.
Make the point that the Unity and Justice Fund PAC, which is the CARE Super PAC, was the largest institutional donor to the pro-Zahran PAC in New York.
Yeah, guys. Sorry about the sizing on the video there. Yeah, guys. This was not financed internally. This was externally financed. This was financed from extremists. This was financed, as we showed, from people like Soros. This is financed from people like CARE and other NGOs, other organizations that have extremist ties. It's not good, man. Karen says over 1.2 million jobs when it was implemented to less than 400,000 now. I'd say we go nuke that site from orbit, Crispy. Chapan says amazing. Chapan, you, sir, are amazing. Thank you and welcome to the chat. Chief Boom Boom also repost the fucking space. That's right. It's alive. Like all that it slide though. But yes, I completely agree. Everybody, please repost alive. Let's get these numbers up, guys. This election was crazy. You see here, Sam here, defund the haram police. This is Zoran, the communist Islamist Mamdani. Before he was elected, guys, he's already talking about wanting to defund the police. He's a socialist. He wants to implement things like rent control. He's going to decimate the availability of apartments. He's going to do so much economic damage. The only chance that that city has is if the people with money and resources and influence resist him at all cost. Because if they don't, it's going to be an unlivable place. All Karen says, hopefully this is the last election cycle influenced by the NGOs. That would be very nice. We can pray for it. I mean, the Lord's capable of a lot of things, like everything. I'm late to the show. It's okay, West Virginia. We still appreciate you showing up. Thank you very much. Everybody, I love it still blows me away that y'all show up. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm just a silly man on the internet talking. I'm AI. I don't know if you've seen in my comment sections, guys. I am artificial intelligence. Aladdin, me, Shell, we're all artificial intelligence. We had a great artificial intelligence lunch just on Saturday. It was amazing, but artificial. Don't forget that. The kids, too, also artificial, guys. The voices on the show, completely artificial. But yeah, guys, Zoran Mamdani here blamed President Trump for bomb threats at polling locations. Let's see what Caroline Levitt has to say about that.
Threats and intimidation at polling locations. He said, quote, part of the general approach of the Trump administration has taken to intimidate voters with baseless allegations of voter fraud as a means of trying to repress the voice of Americans across this country. I want to give you a chance to respond to that.
Yeah, I saw those comments from Mamdani. I think they are completely irresponsible, and they are based on zero evidence. And I think this is just another example of how the Democrat Party unfortunately stands for nothing. All they stand against is President Donald Trump. And I think it's quite sad to see that
Trump
we have someone at
guys.
the top of the ticket on an election day today saying such things about the president when he obviously had absolutely nothing to do with those threats.
And on the shutdown, bomb threats and intimidation.
Yeah, guys, they just want to blame everything on Trump no matter what. Like, they do. And the only thing that they can do is try and blame him for everything because they have no other arguments. They have nothing to stand on. Absolutely nothing. It's almost tiresome at this point, guys. All they ever say is but Trump, but Trump, but Trump. They have no arguments. So just ignore them. Discount them. They don't know what they're talking about. We got this short clip here. Filibonti pointing out, just listen to the list, guys, and see if you agree with Phil's assessment that absent from this list are Americans.
I speak of Yemeni bodega owners and Mexican abuelas.
Okay, weird.
Senegalese taxi drivers and Uzbek nurses. Trinidadian line cooks and Ethiopian aunties.
What? Ethiopian aunt? Like, what is even happening? Like, why are we listing these people? You're talking to... what is happening? Why?
Yes, aunties.
What?
I speak of...
That's weird that at the end he said, yes, aunties again. Like, somehow that's supposed to be endearing. That's kind of creepy, actually, that he's going after the aunties. Maybe him and Siraj hang out. I don't know. No, not really. Siraj is way too nice, guys. He would never hang out with a guy like this, but Siraj does like the aunties. I mean, I think we all do. Am I right? But it's just weird coming from a politician at like a rally. But to Phil's point, guys, he mentioned nothing about Americans in that little clip. It's very strange. Shell says he makes me sick. Oh, please don't get sick on the carpet. Elon Musk says, amazing. This is to Geiger Capital. Taxation isn't theft. Capitalism is. I'm sorry. Come again? What? Zohran Mamdani majored in African studies. Weird. Because Mamdani says when Cuomo refused to tax the rich, he refused to let the workers enjoy the wealth that they had created. Wow. Communist. This guy's a straight communist, guys. And wow is right. As Elon Musk points out, that is an absolutely amazing statement. And then you get things like this in the election, guys. You have a not English language. Looks like Chinese, maybe. I don't know. I'm not an expert in Asian writing, so somebody in the chat tell me. But as they point out here, Polymarket, Zohran Mamdani is listed twice on the ballot for today's mayoral election. 92% chance that he wins. Well, we all know he did win, guys, but why would they include somebody on the ballot twice? Let's look at this ballot, guys. You have Zohran Mamdani, the Democrat. You have the Republican, Mr. Sliwa. You have conservative, Irene. Great, Irene. Nobody cares. Working Family Party, also Zohran Mamdani. You have the Protect Animals Party, Safe and Affordable Party. That's Eric Adams. The Integrity Party, Fight and Deliver. You finally get to Cuomo on the ballot, guys. Finally. After you see Mamdani is twice on the top row. And then Joseph Hernandez, Quality of Life Party, guys. But why is the same person on the ballot twice under two different parties? Is that something that we see even semi-regularly? Like, that doesn't seem correct at all. Like, at all. I don't know. Seems very fishy, very sussy, you know? I don't know how else to say that. So is Trump. It's just... Wait, Trump was also on the ballot twice? Interesting. Okay, so maybe Newark is just retarded. That's weird. Capitalism has pulled more out of poverty than anything in history. Yes, it has. And Christianity has also driven more innovation and done more for the world than any other religion, Karen. Don't forget that. West Virginia says, what was Trump's other label, Karen? That's a good point. If you can find that, Karen, and post it out, just let me know. I will pull it up. We will see how and what parties they labeled for Trump. But yeah, guys, as mom of Data Republican, Jenica's mom points out here, it says, how did we get from this to this? Yes, the 9/11 in 2001 to 2025, 24 years later, they've already elected a Muslim, Islamist, communist. I don't get it. Republican and conservative, says Karen. Okay, interesting. Crispy says, got some swampland for sale. Oh, gosh. Oh, the cat with the meme, guys. This is a dark one. But it's kind of what just happened. New York, I'm sorry, Lady Liberty. You ain't going to make it. Biden was lib and Democrat. Karen, geez. I did not realize that they were so dumb. I should have known, though. I should have known. Democrat Abigail Spanberger officially won the governor race in Virginia, guys. So not only did we elect a we want to kick your dog and shoot your kids guy to attorney general, we elected a former CIA white lady to governor. And then to top it all off, we elected an Indian immigrant, Ms. Hashmi, elected to lieutenant governor. First Muslim woman ever elected to statewide office in the United States. Yeah, guys, this is not a win. This is not a win at all. But you know what? We have a lesson here. A quick 36-second video from Vivek Ramaswamy. Let's check it out. These are lessons from the election night.
We got our asses handed to us.
Yes,
in
we
New
did.
Jersey, Virginia, and New York City. Democrats swept all three. There's two key lessons for Republicans. Listen carefully. Number one, our side needs to focus on affordability. Make the American dream affordable. Bring down costs, electric costs, grocery costs, healthcare costs, and housing costs, and lay out how we're going to do it. And number two, cut out the identity politics. It doesn't suit Republicans. It's not for us. That's the woke left's game, not ours. We don't care about the color of your skin or your religion. We care about the content of your character. That's who we are. We got our ass.
Man, I mean, yeah. I don't have anything to add, man. Vivek is right. He is. Biden was lib and Democrat. Man, they all had two parties. That's crazy. Kara says, as West Virginia posted, these were already blue areas. That is also true, guys. That's not... Virginia was a Republican governor, but it is not regularly a Republican state. right? It's also becoming more and more blue because they keep importing more and more migrants. And it is very close to D.C. Most of the population in Virginia is either in Richmond, a big city, or here in Loudoun County and close to D.C. Like if you go east from here into D.C., it's all very wealthy. It's all government connected. It's all NGO money. It's all, for the most part, progressive. So, fair points. We didn't really have any places that were deep red turned blue, but it's still, we need to pay attention, guys. The Republicans, the right, did not show up. And it would have been good. As Karen points out, it would have been good to win at least one of them. We did, though. We did keep the crazy Somali dingbat, weird-eyed, I am the captain now guy didn't win his race. So at least we had one, right? We didn't lose all of them. Somebody put his name in the chat because I don't know and I don't really care much. The choice is now clear. From the White House, after last night's results, the decisions facing Americans could not be more clear. We have a choice between communism and common sense. That's it. That's the choice, guys. So which do you choose? I know if you're in my audience, I don't really have to ask that, guys. I'm asking that more for if some weirdo decides to watch the replay or if President Camacho ever shows back up in the YouTube chat, like that's for you, my guy. But common sense, guys. Come on. Yes, with the mayor that cried over George Floyd. Yeah, but somehow, yeah. Oh, I mean, that's fair, Karen. That's fair. I mean, how many progressive politicians cried like babies and idiots over George Floyd, though? It was way too many. Way too many. But we're going to leave the election, guys, behind like we should. We're going to move forward, but we're going to go into government, guys. This is our section on government. This is state government. It says, I believe the issuing person at Cal DMV should be held criminally responsible. Let's check out this video.
This is I-75 South coming into Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is an Amazon Prime trailer being pulled by a blue Freightliner Cascadia. We don't know the company yet, but what we do know with the little bit that they have released so far, as this is a developing story, is that this truck smashed into 6 vehicles, and they're considering this a multi-fatality accident. Witnesses described it as just a sea of stretchers, fire and carnage everywhere. We'll have to wait to make any sort of claims as to was this a non-domicile driver, was it not, was this a mechanical issue, was it the driver's fault? We don't know yet, just because this is such a new story, but it's a tragedy nonetheless. I'll just say this, I see these Amazon Prime trailers all the time, and I have a feeling I know where this story is going to go, and it's
yeah, it's probably why we're not going to really get much detail about it, right? Anytime it doesn't fit their narrative, anytime it would harm their narrative, we don't get updates, guys. So I would not be surprised at all if this was an immigrant driving, a illegal driving, probably with a California or a New York driver, CDL, right? Truck also drove off of a mountain. I assume the into is extra. So we're going to say a truck also drove off of a mountain in Colorado. That's not where the trucks go. Like it's just not. Also, we have 2 stories posted to us here by Renaud. Let's check it out. Okay, so these aren't very long. We're getting back to the election real quick because, delay. That's fine. We'll pull it back up.
I'm pleased to report that today the United States has the strongest economy, the strongest borders, the strongest military, the strongest friendships,
hell yeah,
and the strongest spirit of any nation anywhere. We have the greatest economy right now. A lot of people don't see that. But if you look at what's happening with all the factories, AI, auto plants all over the country being built, that if you would have thought about that 2 or 3 years ago, you would have said it was the opposite. They were all leaving. Now they're all coming in. They're all coming back and then some. And I think that we can honestly say, and I think you're going to see it even more so over the next 12 months, that this is the golden age of America. This is.
Yeah, guys, it really is. We need to keep still a positive perspective. Like, we do need to face reality, guys. We did not show up to the elections last night. We didn't. We lost. We lost in blue areas. We lost in areas that we might have still won, though, guys. It's not impossible, but we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention to the reality, guys. The economy's not doing terribly. With interest rates coming down, we'll probably see more confidence in spending. The market is up. We have consumer discretionary stocks that are up quite a bit just today, guys, in one day. Post-election, even with that negativity, with the interest rates being reacted to in the markets and other things, we see also the pending decision, which we will cover here shortly, regarding tariffs. We see a lot of market movement in places like consumer discretionaries, like Kohl's. That stock did quite well today. I'm not afraid to say that I am invested in that company. This is not financial advice. Do not buy something just because I have it. That would be retarded. Don't do it. Do it only if you've read all of the financial documentation. Research any company you invest in, guys. You should absolutely be making educated decisions. Don't be dumb. And then you also have Mario here saying, Mamdani telling me to turn the volume up is a very dangerous statement. Okay, let's listen to this. Minute and 11 seconds from Trump.
That worked. I tend to doubt it's going to work this time.
Did you see his victory speech?
It's literally never worked. Yeah, I thought it was a very angry speech, certainly angry toward me, and I think he should be very nice to me. You know, I'm the one that sort of has to approve a lot of things coming to him, so he's off to a bad start.
At one point he says, turn the volume up.
So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us.
Don't threaten us with a very good time.
How do you respond to that? Does that affect anything you're going to do?
It's a very dangerous statement for him to make, actually. And, you know, you talk about danger. I think it's a very dangerous statement for him to make. He has to be a little bit respectful of Washington, because if he's not, he doesn't have a chance of succeeding.
I mean, that's true, guys. That's true. Like I said, he doesn't even have a chance of succeeding in all the policies he's committed to with the residents of his own state. They're going to stand in the way, guys. The people with all the money and the influence in that city do not want the policies that he has laid out. And if he forces them and implements them against their wishes, they will leave.
And I want to make him succeed. I want to make the city succeed. I don't want to make him succeed. I want to make the city succeed, and we'll see what happens.
Did you see reaching out to him?
I would say he should reach out to us.
That was the appropriate answer. I like the hesitation and like, no, he should reach out to us. 100%. Thanks, Ronald. This is the big picture. Yeah, thank you, Ronald, for that perspective. It's always nice to see. Karen says, bye. That this is not financial advice, Karen. Remember that. Crispy says, Supreme Court will uphold tariffs. I hope so. I think it'll be great. But we're going to see. Jack says, Jack in the house. Says, sorry, was at the Waffle House. I'm here now. Did you get in any fights, Jack? Please give us the tale of the tape. Who were the participants? Who won? Who lost? Give us the play-by-play. You got here Jared Isaac posting in response to Donald J. Trump. Wow. It's been a long day, guys. I was up way too late with with the space last night. Oh, Lord. Okay. Donald J. Trump renominated Jared Isaacman for NASA administrator, guys, to which this is Jared's statement in response. Says, thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity. It will be an honor to serve my country under your leadership. I'm also very grateful to Secretary Duffy, who skillfully oversees NASA alongside with his other responsibilities, the support from the space-loving community. That's you and me, folks, because we definitely posted a bunch about the fact that Jared should still be in the running, and now he is again. So good work, everyone, for posting that out. Has been overwhelming. I'm not sure how I earned the trust of so many, but you own an Air Force, sir. And you flew as the first private citizen to do a spacewalk. Like, you kind of have the creds. I'm just saying, you know how you got the confidence and the support. I'm not sure how I earned the trust. Yeah, that's how. But I will do everything I can to live up to those expectations. And it continues, guys. It is amazing to see. He needs to be confirmed. It will be great. We just got to see if it happens, guys. The Senate, though. The Senate needs to confirm him. Jack says, nope, all chill. Are you sure you were at a Waffle House, Jack? Did you double check the sign and the menu? Like, I question whether you were actually at a Waffle House if everything was chill. Interesting. California Doge also in the house. Good to see you, sir. Keep doing great work. Maybe. Crispy says, one more shot. We're going to the moon in less than 2 years now. Yeah, let's hope, guys. Jared Isaacman will be a great addition. And we continue in government, guys. Hey, just to let you know, Dick Cheney died. Then we're going to move on. Don't care. POTUS on SCOTUS hearing on tariffs tomorrow. Tomorrow, the United States Supreme Court is literally life or death for the country. With a victory, we have tremendous but fair financial and national security. Without it, we are virtually defenseless against other countries who have for years taken advantage of us. I agree. I agree. Shell says, Jack and Callie love you both. Yes, absolutely. Caroline Levitt stuns the world by announcing tariff revenue.
Country. In fact, this year alone, we are going to cut the deficit by $600 billion, namely because of the president's effective use of tariffs. And the president strongly believes that economic security is a matter of national security. And tariffs have a lot to do with that. And this case is not just about President Trump. It's about the use of this emergency authorization for tariffs for future presidents and administrations to come. And we're confident and hopeful that the Supreme Court will do the right thing. Country.
Yes, we are confident as well. We have high hopes that they will do the right thing. As we stated earlier, guys, this is going to the Supreme Court. We need to win this one. We absolutely. Judge Gorsuch sounded like he might rule against. Yes, I have heard rumors that there is a potential for a reversal on this. We just need to pray, guys. Prayer up. Because we need those tariffs, guys. Without that tariff, other countries are going to retaliate, and they know that we are going to be hamstrung. So the only thing we could do at that point would be to rely on the legislature to overturn that and make it law. Guys, I don't trust the legislature at all at this point. They have routinely not done their job. They have routinely not done anything. In fact, Leader Thune and Speaker Johnson are both just straight up retarded. Like certified retarded. That's it. That's the statement. Renaud sent this one. The Trade Act of 1974, Section 301 allows tariffs in response to unfair trade practices by other countries. Yeah, that's basically exactly what's happening. 201 permits tariffs or quotas if a U.S. industry is seriously injured by surging imports, and Section 122 authorizes temporary tariffs to address significant balance of payment deficits. Fantastic. What's up, Chad? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us on your way to the gym, most likely, because that's just what Chads do. Chads go to the gym. I've been told quite frequently. So thank you for joining us, Chad. Please make sure to post out the live before you transition off to the gym. We love you. And thank you very much for speaking so much in the space last night. It was good catching up. And I hope you have a great night. And then Timcast, in response, we have Phil Labonte, the lead singer of the heavy metal band All That Remains, the anti-communist and counter-revolutionary, says we need to crank up the tariffs 10x. Let's go. I'm not going to play this whole video, guys. It's 6 minutes long. But in response to the income from all the tariffs that we've had, we just need to make them worse, make them harder. Start forcing these companies to bring stuff back here. We don't want to manufacture things using Uyghur Muslim slaves and underpaid immigrants. Like, we don't. We want to make stuff here. We want to make it with American workers, especially if it's things that make sense to make here, guys. Things that have national security implications, things that are high tech. Like, we need to be moving those things here. Pharmaceutical-based chemicals, guys, we learned early in COVID that it turns out most of our pharmaceutical chemistry comes from China. So when the China virus got unleashed on the United States, We were relying on China, the very country that released this virus, to give us the materials we needed to manufacture pharmaceuticals. And if you wonder why we ran out of very simple antibiotics, that's why. There was a couple of times where I went to the pharmacy for the kids guys, and they would have prescribed one antibiotic, and you get there and they're like, yeah, bro, we don't have it, but we'll call and we'll get this other one, and it's an equivalent. It should be okay. I'm like, guys, I kind of want the thing my doctor prescribed me. Like, that would be great. Can I just have that? And they're like, yeah, bro, nobody has that right now. The reason nobody had it? China, instead of making it here. I was wanting to hear your take on the UPS crash. Yeah, guys, that looked like a load shift. I actually don't think I have that story pulled. I might have just the update on... I do actually have that. While Chad's here, let's pull this up. I did not bring up the video, guys. It is a horrifying video. But it does look like they either suffered a load shift or they were overweight on takeoff, and that plane did not make it into the air. The end result was it basically tail down, just dragged itself across the ground and exploded. And then we got an official update earlier today that, or this was late last night, that the official count had risen to at least 7 and that they would not be surprised if the count went up because there are still people missing on the ground. It was not good, guys. It was not good at all. But, I mean... why else do you see airplanes not get lift? Engine failure on takeoff, possibly, right? Not moving forward fast enough to get lift to take off. Overweight, so they couldn't take off. Or load shift. We've seen that in cargo flights before. Usually with that, you see a pretty heavy nose up and stall. When the load becomes unsecured and shifts the weight around in the airplane, and you actually get aerodynamically unstable because your center of mass shifts, I believe, in front of your center of lift. Chad, help me out. I'm operating from basic Kerbal Space Program knowledge at this point. I know that you want your center of mass on one side of the center of lift, not the other one. And if you get that wrong, things go catastrophically bad. Rumor was it was delayed for 2 hours because of engine 1. Well, that's not a good start, guys. If you don't have enough thrust to take off, that's bad. Engine was on fire before takeoff. Okay, yep, that'll do it. Oh, Lord. Gardner says they tortured to get their attention. They tried to get their attention. Oh, as they were starting the roll-up with an engine that was on fire. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just watch the video, guys. Oh yeah, that engine's on fire. Yeah, that's not good. That engine's straight up on fire.
Bro, get the fuck away from here. Like, turn around. Bro, no, hold on.
Yeah, they're not going to get enough thrust to take off.
I think it's going to crash, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Ooh, lost the engine and then it fell off, says Chad. Bro. Yeah, it was not good, guys. It was a very big disaster. It's unfortunate. Definitely prayers for the families of all involved. Let's see what the little write-up here. The last McDonnell Douglas MD-11 was built in 2000, delivered to Lufthansa cargo. Let's see. Okay, so this is the model of aircraft that it was. So they produced them between 1988 and the year 2000. Third engine flash as well. I mean, it probably ingested something. If the other engine hit the ground or failed, it probably kicked out debris that got ingested. That's a speculation, of course, on my part. But yeah, guys, that's not good at all. Which story? That one. Okay. St. Louis built in 1991. It was likely overloaded since it was headed to Hawaii, says Chad. Okay. Hey, guys, overloaded aircraft, engine on fire, doesn't make takeoff, and collides with the ground. And at least we had an update. Somebody up top, I think it was Karen. Karen posted at least 9 dead. So that was a newer update than I had pulled. Guys, that's very unfortunate, very tragic. to see that kind of loss of life. It's one of those things, guys. Every time you fly, you think about it a little bit in your head, right? But every time you get in your car, you should think about it too, because it turns out driving your car around is more dangerous than flying in an airplane, at least statistically. So yeah, guys, back to what we were talking about, a government crank up the tariffs. Gardner here with his contribution to Doge stories. I don't have a separate Doge section. Got it up to 100 feet. It wouldn't fly. Stalled, rotated, and crashed at 70 degrees from upright. Whew. Eesh. In a major move to reduce spending of taxpayer money, Russ Vought, the head of Doge, if for those that don't know, and others in the administration have worked hard to reduce redundant and unneeded workers. This posted out by Derek Evans that President Trump said over 100,000 people have left federal payroll. 100% of all new jobs created in America under my administration have been created in the private sector.
And to curb inflation, we've slashed the size of government for the first time in years, and we're waging total war on waste, fraud, and abuse like we've never done before. Since January, 100,000 bureaucrats have left the federal payroll. Government spending is down 2.5% this quarter compared to 1 year ago. Think of that. And in stark contrast to last administration, 100% of all new jobs created in America under my administration have been created in the private sector.
Guys, that is amazing, especially when you look at how many jobs were created in the public sector versus private sector under the prior administration. It's pretty crazy. Karen says, we have another comment from the plane crash. Did you see the footage from the truck where you see the wing hit? Yes, I did see. There was a video that was taken, it looks like from the ground, looking at the crash coming in. So the perspective you have looks like the crash is coming kind of like across. Yeah, that was a pretty... you also see the wing, as Chad pointed out there, that it rotated and crashed. You see the wing kind of coming up and colliding and rolling over. Ugh. Yeah, guys, adding private jobs is way more important to the economy, so I'm glad to see that we've done it. You also see here, after the election last night, or actually this is yesterday before the election results came out, but still, we need to do it, guys. It's really the only path forward that I see. It's a dangerous move, but it's the one that makes the most sense now, in my opinion. If the legislature isn't going to do its job and they're not going to get the 60 votes to do the things that we need to do, we just need to do them with 51 votes. All of the jobs were under Biden were fake or government, with almost all jobs going to immigrants. That's also a fair point, Karen. Most of the jobs under the prior administration did not go to U.S. citizens. They went to people that showed up that were not U.S. citizens. But Donald Trump calling for the ending of the filibuster. Even if it's temporary, guys, we absolutely should end the filibuster. We should just cram some of this stuff through, especially any kind of federal voting legislation. Things like ID requirements and other things should absolutely get passed as soon as possible. Crispy says, I worked at the repair hangar for UPS in Louisville as an aircraft mechanic. Okay, Crispy, you have the floor, sir. Do you have anything to contribute? And now Karen says, was it at the end of the airport? Karen, did you guys work together and not know it? What has happened? This is a small world in the chat, guys. Crazy. I love it. I love all of you. Every one of you. Make sure you post out the live. Roz alerts, President Donald Trump defies federal court, halting benefits. Oh, this is in the wrong section. This should be in the shutdown section. But you know what? We're just going to do it live. Just said, F you, courts. You one federal silly judge. We're ending SNAP. Donald Trump defies court order and acts Schumer shutdown. There, fixed it for you. Thank you very much, Gardner. Good job fixing it. We appreciate you, sir. Keep writing. Sam, what is an American? That's a good question, Sam. What is an American, sir? Well, let's find out. Teddy Roosevelt nailed it 100 years ago, guys. It's not that hard. It's fairly simple. There's 4 key parts. Assimilation into our culture. Okay, yep. Speak English and only English. Okay, I'm on board. Again, yes. Salute the American flag only. Oh, Yes. So you're saying I can't fly the random flag of a random country while I do protesting in America? Yeah, that's probably smart. And exclusively loyal to the U.S. Weird. Yeah, how many of the protests that we've seen out of the progressives defied most of these? They don't want to assimilate. They bring their calls to prayer. They bring lots of things here from there, things that aren't compatible with here. They also like to speak their own language. They also salute their own flags and wave them proudly. And they also have loyalty to countries like Somalia. Ms. Ilhan Omar herself making these statements. It's pretty crazy, guys, but at the direction of President Trump, we have another kinetic strike on a vessel. Guys, let's check this out. This one's an 18-second video, so not long. Let's just watch it. And it's gone. And it's gone. Fishermen, guys. These fishermen carrying all their duffel bags full of fish. Karen says Teddy was based. Yes, he was. But yeah, guys, duffel bags full of fish are now just destroyed. I don't know how these fishermen are going to make their living transporting their duffel bags full of fish. Well, if anything, they might consider ramping up their armaments that they're using against fishermen. Because the Department of War this week decided that they were going to resume their nuclear testing. And in a first step, we have now tested an unarmed Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile on November 5th, first thing in the morning, guys, from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile test. I love to see it. Guys. This is wonderful. It's like another space program, but for the Department of Defense with really big bombs. MIRVs. Nukes. I love it. See, I'm a big fan of anything nuclear, guys. This is included. Big fan. I liked the blue barrels from China fish that we keep seeing. Yes, absolutely, Karen. The blue barrels of fish are just like the duffel bags of fish. It's really how the fishermen in the Caribbean make their living, by transporting duffel bags and blue barrels of fish that they catch. Bro, the B-52 was spotted carrying what was likely a test run with a long-range nuke. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. In fact, I found out many years ago when I decided it would be a fun idea to visit the Strategic Air Command Museum out there in Nebraska that my grandfather actually used to fly bombers for Strategic Air Command. So I thought that was a pretty neat thing to find out about somebody in my family. I have lineage that ties back to the Strategic Air Command. So just like he says, B-52 carrying a likely long-range nuke, guys, I'm a big fan. Big fan. That's rad. Yeah, it was absolutely rad. Guys, if you are ever in Nebraska, out, I want to say it's like west of Lincoln, if I remember correctly. You'd have to look it up on a map, guys. But the Strategic Air Command Museum is one of the cooler aviation museums I've been to. There is also the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum that is over here just south of Dulles Airport that is also a very good aviation museum. They actually have the Enola Gay in that one, and a space shuttle, and an SR-71 Blackbird in it. It's a pretty cool museum. The old girl can still pack a punch. Guys, the B-52 might be old, but it is very modernized, and it is very cool. I think it's also called the Big Ugly Fat Fellow, if I remember correctly. The Buff. I've been there and got to sit in a B-1. Yes, the Lancer, guys. The Bone. The B-1 bomber, also called the Bone. You don't want to get boned by that one. It's going to be real hot. Like real hot. Hey, guys, we have the midstream reminder. Please reshare the live. Please check out the website. Please, if you would like to, you can just give me a tip. Just the tip, guys. I don't need more. Just the tip would be wonderful and enjoyed. And it might help fund some of the craziness that goes on here and bring you more shows. And you can also check out our live schedule, guys. Monday, Wednesday, Friday with the evening update. Saturday with the weekly update. Tuesday with the topic exchange. A lot of fun last night. Like I said, we had a long conversation. We got to talk to Aladdin. We talked to Chad here in the chat. There was Questionable Gardner as host. myself and Shell as co-host, and many other people that rotated through and spoke. Lots of fun, guys. You missed out. Make sure you catch it next week. And then Bible Space is not happening this Sunday, but the following Sunday. So that will be Sunday the 16th. They will return at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check it out, guys. Appreciate it. Any support you can give me, even if it's just going over to my Rumble channel and my YouTube channel and just clicking that subscribe button, it would help out immensely. I appreciate you, each and every one of you. We can move on to the shutdown, guys. The government shutdown continues. We are over 1 month now. And as you can see here, it is on track to be the longest in history after the Senate has once again failed to pass a short-term funding bill. As of November 4th, the shutdown has reached 35 days, tying the record. Well, guys, we have now beaten the record. Just saying. National Aviation Academy in St. Petersburg, Florida. Check it out. That's where I graduated. Okay, Crispy, if I'm ever down there, I will absolutely check it out. Kara says 367. Please repost the live. Absolutely. We need to pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. We have the Fat Electrician, guys. Fat Electrician, always a good YouTube channel also, so check that. Did I get that story? I'm losing it, guys. Rosler's government shutdown. Yes, longest shutdown. Thank you. What just happened? What is happening? Oh my gosh. Doing this live. Close that. Thank you. Fat Electrician, everyone. Great channel, great guy, hilarious. Imagine you own a business and then the government either A, makes it illegal to not buy your product, or B, hands out unlimited loans so that everyone can. Sales explode, prices skyrocket, efficiency dies, but who cares? Customer service is irrelevant now. Money printing says everyone must pay you. Congratulations, you now understand higher education and healthcare in America. Yeah. And if they wonder why the cost of both in the United States is as high as it is, this is exactly why. Thank you very much to the Fat Electrician for painting such a wonderful picture. I'm about to drop an F-bomb. Warning from Hunter. Says F Obamacare, and every single politician that voted for it, y'all caused this effing mess that we are in. Yes. The Unaffordable Care Act, guys, is why we are where we are. The Unaffordable Care Act has been skyrocketing premiums over the last bunch of years, except us as the customers of the products have not noticed because the difference was constantly being made up by the government. They were printing money and they were subsidizing your premiums. Well, now finally we said, F that. I'm tired of subsidizing your healthcare, and we cut those subsidies. So now all of the cost has to be bared by you. But that cost only went up as high as it has because of the Unaffordable Care Act. So let's stop it. Let's repeal the Unaffordable Care Act. I'm just saying, repeal it. Said he's not wrong. All of a sudden, Hunter is broke. Strange, no one is buying his art now. Yes, I assume you mean Hunter Biden, not Hunter Eagleman. Did I say Biden? Did I say Biden? What is happening? How did you confuse me, Karen? Please be more specific. Did I say Biden? I meant Eagleman if I did. My bad. I don't know what's happening. Yes, Hunter Biden's probably very broke now. The Biden family has lost access to all of the corruption at this point, and he's just going to go off to a corner and pass away of cancer, unfortunately, which is not a good way to go. You also see here that the U.S. Senate has failed again. Yes, repeal the Unaffordable Care Act. I agree. Senate has, again, failed 14 times now to advance a short-term clean spending bill to keep the government funded. Karen says, maybe I'm drinking a beer, throwing the ball for my dog. Well, I am drinking a drink while talking to you. So that's almost the same thing. Also, this one, guys, Dr. Clown PhD. This is so accurate, guys. The No Kings rally people, they have faded into the background. I don't know where they went, but you know what they did? They did come out and demand that we feed them when we cut off their food stamps. It's weird that they don't want kings, but then they want the patronage of the government. Almost like they want kings. It's very strange. No kings, but give me free clothes, food, and housing. Yeah, that's basically... Yeah, this is it right here, guys. I'm protesting against kings. I am the resistance. Yes, keep picking your nose there, buddy. Judge ordered Trump to make SNAP benefit payments, and the wannabe king said that he will defy the order. His message to 40 million Americans is eat dirt. Ooh, and then we get the very famous Jenica, hello, Senator Warren. I've written you several hellos before. Guys, that is not a good message to get from Jenica. I'm just saying. So, but I'm done pretending that this is about good faith. You know as well as I do that President Trump isn't a king. Your No Kings slogan is a color revolution sales pitch on the lie that the courts are noble referees and he's some monarch above them. It's the opposite. The unelected activist judiciary are the ones ruling over Americans like monarchs. Trump was elected. He's actually the only official that was elected by the entire country. Just saying. His mandate comes from the voters. Your parties voted down SNAP restoration 14 times, and then Trump ordered every legal measure to keep funding it during the shutdown. You lie, and you called it eat dirt. I'm done with your posturing. Eat dirt, Pocahontas. Oh, wow. I'm an actual enrolled tribal member, and I support this message. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful takedown, Jenica. Says, free transition care and food for illegals, or we keep the government closed is the Dems' current policy. Yeah, it's kind of silly. It is what it is. SNAP benefits, which increased by billions and billions of dollars, many-fold during crooked Joe Biden's disastrous term in office, says, due to the fact that they were haphazardly handed to anyone for the asking, as opposed to those in need, which is the purpose of SNAP, will be given only when the radical left open up the government, which they can easily do, and not before. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald J. Trump. Translation from Sam. Time to get a job, you filthy commies. You mad, bro? You mad, bro? I like this. This is good. Very good. Officials have issued a major warning that U.S. airspace operations may be suspended. The federal government shutdown continues. That's fine. As Sam here points out, the Democrats would rather crash the economy and let Trump continue to rack up successes. It's like a toddler throwing a tantrum and overturning a board game when they lose. Yeah. MK, my granddaughter, little Miss Fallon, made it into the world safely. I was able to make it to the birth. Hell yeah, that's wonderful. Mom and baby are doing great, and she's 8.4 pounds, 21 inches long, and has auburn red hair and blue eyes for now. That is amazing. MK has posted, the granddaughter is here. And Gardner posts, he literally opened it back up 50%. MK shop. Yeah, questionable Gardner, what is it? Status. Everyone says congrats. Everybody in the chat, your first job, post out the live. Your second job, congratulate MK. In New York, a vehicle caused a large explosion. At least 5 firefighters are reportedly hospitalized with burns after a car exploded. The cause of the explosion is unknown, but witnesses described the massive blast that shook nearby buildings and sent flames towering into the night sky. The incident is under investigation. This sounds kind of like an explosive. Just saying. So just breaking, guys. Breaking right now by Gardner. Thank you very much for sharing the story, sir. As always, I appreciate you breaking news on this show. You're great. Right now, breaking 911. Charlotte woman on Section 8 housing receives $1,000 a month in food stamps. When I read stories like this, guys, $1,000 a month for food stamps. Like, I look at how much I spend for myself and my kids, and it's nowhere close to this. And I make sure they eat good food, right? Like, they don't eat crap. They eat good food. And I spend nowhere near $1,000 a month to feed us. A, how many kids does she have from how many dads? But also, why are we paying her to be irresponsible and giving her $1,000 a month for food stamps? I'm just asking. And even that's not enough. We're using cash to pay for food. I'm sorry. That's what everybody else does. Go get a job. Don't care. It's hard to just get a gallon of milk.
And between bills and food, now we're going to have to start making choices.
Carlicia Grice is one of more than 1.4 million North Carolinians who rely on SNAP benefits. She gets about $1,000 a month to feed her large family. But on Saturday, what happens next? It's been the only thing on her mind for the last few days.
Even that's not enough. And we're using cash to pay for food throughout the month.
Does she not understand that the majority of people use cash to pay for food? Like that's how that's supposed to work.
Going to pantries and just trying to make the ends meet because it's just not meeting.
SNAP benefits are set to expire on November 1st. The federal government, through the Agricultural Department, sends the funds to the states. But money isn't available because of the government shutdown and a Senate stalemate between Democrats and Republicans. Grice says they're working as hard as they can to stay afloat.
Right. They're working as hard as they can. I suspect that's not true.
People automatically assume when you get SNAP that you're just lazy. You're just sitting in the house collecting benefits off of taxpayers, but we are taxpayers too.
Are you net taxpayers though?
They have to understand that, it's hard, especially when you have a big family. It's hard.
Why do you have a big family then, ma'am?
Just to get a gallon of milk, that's now like $5. Like, it's ridiculous.
She says earlier.
I'm not even going to pay the rest. They're working as hard as they can to get diabetes. Jack from left field with a grand slam, which isn't even possible because he hit those from home plate. I know I don't do sports, guys, but I know at least that much. Come on. But Jack crushed it with that one. MK says people are crazy. Karen says I spent $800 last month on food and ate Ruth's Chris and the equivalent 3 times. Oh, yeah. Jack says you could have stopped at Charlotte. We can fill in the blank with the most ridiculous shit ever. Yes. Crispy, though, back with MK. Best feeling in the world. Yes. New babies are great, man. I remember when my kids were brandy new. You could just sit them on your chest and cuddle them as they slept all the time. It's so great. Little babies are wonderful. She's obviously emaciated, guys. We have somebody crashing out about food stamps. Let's go crash out.
Man, please calm down. Man, you gotta calm down. Tammy, get out of there. She's gonna hurt you. Bobby, you too. Get the hell out of there.
Bobby, you too. Get out of there.
Ma'am, calm down. We can help you. We stop slamming our computers and printers.
Yeah, guys, she actually might have worked off a couple of calories. We need to up her food stamp budget for next month because she really needs to compensate for all those calories she's burning by throwing around everyone's shit. Chad says these comments are gold. Guys, my chat is second to none. But look at this. She'll eat good in jail. Yeah. She will 3 square meals a day, guys. She's going to hurt you. Yeah, guys, the commentary was so good. Also, her entrepreneurial baby daddy enterprises just went bankrupt when Snap got cut. Also, you have died from... Oh, my God. Guys, the Oregon Trail meme. Oh, my God. You have died from canceled food stamps. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's so good. Oh, man. Also, this one, guys. This, 100%. How many people that have eaten an MRE would immediately get off food stamps? Hear me out. From M2, replace EBT SNAP with MREs and watch everybody get jobs. Karen says, I need that image. What, you want the Oregon Trail image, Karen? You know what? I will grab it for you. Here. I will do this live on the show just so you can't say that I didn't do it. Copy image. Open DMs. Open Karen. We're going to paste it in there. We're going to send that straight to Karen, guys, on the show. Doing it live. There we go, Karen. It is on its way. Alpha Fox in the chat, everyone. Good to see you, Alpha. I don't know if I've DM'd you before, Alpha, but I will absolutely DM it to you. Hang on just 1 second. If you can, let's see. Alpha, chat. Ooh, this is gonna be a more difficult one, guys. Let's go. Mail, DMs, messages, people I might know. Nope. Let's see. Alpha. I don't know if I have your DM. Hey, do me a favor and just DM me, Alpha. I will absolutely send that to you, Alpha. 100%. Or actually, you know what? I have, because I don't have your DM right now, I will DM it to Shell, and I will let Shell DM it to you, if that's okay. I have DM'd it to Shell. Shell will DM it to you. I appreciate you. Yeah, guys. Good to see you in the chat. Guys, we're going to leave the shutdown section because, guys, I'm tired of the shutdown. But science and tech. This is also a great meme here, guys. Elon being distracted by the moon away from his love, which is Mars. So good. Alpha should be in my speed dial, dude. I know, but guys, like, I look, I get it. You DM me this show. Oh, God, Alpha, now I feel like an idiot. Okay. I have failed everybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I get put under this kind of pressure, Alpha. I fold like a lawn chair. But guys, Elon, at least I got a laugh out of you, Alpha. That's what matters. Aloha, Fox. Gardner, check your autocorrect. Check your autocorrect, sir. But yeah, guys, science and tech meme. Wanted to start with that, but we had a story. We forgive you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Gardner. At the Kennedy Space Center this morning, SpaceX rolled out the orbital launch mount for its first Florida Starship launch pad. Look at this gigantic orbital launch mount, guys. Oh, Shell did something. I don't know what Shell did, but she did something. Oh, okay. Okay. She just corrected me. She DM'd you the live, not me. Okay. Whew. Does that mean I'm safe? Hey, guys, check this. This thing is massive. Like, absolutely massive. Yes. Yes. We have clarified that now. It's me here. Wow, that's a big one. Yes, it is. I'm putting my phone in the fish tank. Autocorrect needs waterboarding. Oh, Gardner, that is probably one of my favorite comments in the chat so far today, sir. I don't know what you win, but if you're going to claim the prize, you would actually have to come up here and do an interview. So we'll see when that happens. I did get my second camera, though. I have 2 cameras now. I have a video switcher. I haven't gotten it all hooked up. I still need to buy some cables, but I am almost complete for my interview setup. Am I the only one shopping Florida real estate listings that are over 90 days old? Why are you shopping for listings that are over 90 days old? You try to buy something before somebody else wants it that's in New York? Alpha says, check out my pinned Sweeney post. Worked with a friend to make it. I'll have to check that one out. In fact, I might pull that up during the meme section just for funsies. But guys, check this out. We have Kaizen posting, every American owes it to themselves to see a SpaceX rocket launch. They're a reminder that there's more to life than politics and problems. It would be useful to make this a field trip for public schools. There is no better demonstration of what makes America special. Yeah, guys, 100%. And that's why Elon reposted this. Prices have gone way down. Interesting. Does that work, Gardner? Yes. Can you waterboard your phone to fix your autocorrect? Actually, that would be a good thing to know, guys, because if it works, we all need to waterboard our phones. Because autocorrect is a fucking cancer. Chad says, yeah, bro, you can steal old listings and prep for the migration. I like where your head's at, Chad. Always looking to make money. That's the importance, man. I mean, Chad, you bring up a very good point. As men, it is our job to know how to make money no matter what the economy is doing. You find whatever the economy is currently doing or is gonna do based on current economic factors, and you just do things for that. You look at real estate listings because you assume that there's going to be a lot of migration. In fact, just a few years ago, Chad, there was a company that was a publicly traded company called Green Brick Partners. Now, the interesting thing about Green Brick Partners is they primarily hold land for development of residential real estate in Texas and in Florida. So a few years ago, when everybody decided California sucks and New York sucked, they all started moving where? They moved to California and to Florida. So it turns out they had a shit ton of land inventory. They had a pace of building 1,200 units a year. I think they had enough land where they could build for like 10 years. So there was a couple people, maybe myself, maybe not. I'm not telling you to do this now because you may have already missed the opportunity, guys, but Green Brick Partners went through the roof based only on the hypothesis that people will want to leave silly communist states and move to more free states. You can do things like this, guys. Invest in the markets, make smart decisions, but do the homework and make your own hypothesis. That's my economy lesson for the day. I am not a financial planner. I am not an investment banker or any kind of weird person like that. I'm just a guy on the internet who's AI, who talks to you for no reason. In 2 years, I buy New York City. Yes. Once they realize the factors don't work, they're going to need private investors to bail them out. It'll be a nice time. It'll be a fire sale. You're going to need a lot of renovation, though. There's going to be no unit that doesn't need heavy renovation left in New York City after a few years. Timcast News, we're getting into culture. FBI, we covered this story on the show on Monday, guys. The FBI, Boston's Joint Terrorism Task Force, and Harvard University police have arrested 2 Massachusetts men tied to an explosion at Harvard Medical School. Federal officials will release more details in a press conference in Boston. So we'll follow up probably on Friday with more information about this. But they've arrested 2 men in connection to the bombing at Harvard Medical School that we covered on Monday. So that's our update. We'll cover the rest when it comes out. Also, at Reagan yesterday, guys, we had a bomb threat on a plane that had a plane isolated on the tarmac for an extended period of time, guys. They ended up deplaning the plane. It was parked isolated away from other planes. There was a bomb threat at Reagan National Airport just outside of D.C. yesterday. So that's a little crazy. Now you also got this. Sir Caleb Hammer calls out online left's justification for the unaliving of Charlie Kirk. Let's see.
We just saw Charlie Kirk get shot. Me, people are going to view me as more right-wing from this conversation because I push back on some left-wing policies.
Sure. MK says, yeah, things should be cheap in New York City, and I think fast, but just a feeling. An educated opinion, I buy and sell houses for a living. I saw a post that they were buying a brownstone for $50. MK says, I flip houses. How strong are you, MK? That's an amazing feat of strength.
And if Governor Abbott from Texas was here, I'd push back on some right-wing policies. That's what happens. But people are going to see that, and they've already called me fascist and Nazi online just because I say personal responsibility is okay with money. Whoa, scary. But people are labeling that and then killing them because they're fascists. Kill all fascists. Okay, maybe that makes sense. But if you label a normal person a fascist, you kill them? What do you think is going on with political extremism right now, and how would you solve it?
I think it's really dangerous when we have leaders who want to fan the flames of anger and violence.
Yes, it's dangerous. Let's see how you answer this.
I think it will continue to see it grow, which is why I take it so seriously,
Do you? You fabricated an abduction scheme, like all kinds of nonsense, call people weird things.
Why, whether I'm the target of it or one of my colleagues on either side of the aisle is, or the president of the United States is, I speak out against it every single time.
Good.
Nope. I don't make excuse for it. I do not accept it, no matter where it's coming from. It's not okay. And
isn't this normally like you spent too much money and you're too far in debt and he helps fix your finances show?
I think it's be refreshing if everyone with a platform did that.
Like, I feel like that's not a normal show for him. Why would he have her on? This seems very out of off-brand, if you will. Kara says she's as bad as his normal guest, though. I'll take your word for it. I've never actually watched an episode of his show. I've seen clips. I find it interesting. he's usually just ridiculing people for their choices, which if you make ridiculous choices, you absolutely should be ridiculed for them. So I'm okay with it. Planet of Memes, turn off the legacy media, open up X. Guys, the news on X is going to be more up to date. It's going to be more accurate, less bias than anywhere else. As it points out here, Maha is also a critical thing, guys. Eat better, do better, right? Also, garbage for your body. This, the mainstream media, is garbage for your mind. And how does the saying go? The saying goes, garbage in, garbage out. So don't put garbage in. Just choose better choices. And I appreciate you for making a poor choice coming here. But it's still better than the mainstream media, guys. And I love every one of you. Okay, guys, who did this? Oh, man, that's so good. Yeah, he just had the illegals that were $750,000 in debt with little pan of replaying and complaining that they did. Yeah, that's true. I did see a clip from that episode. Like I said, I've never actually watched a full episode of them. But yeah, I saw that. Illegals that are going that far in debt. The problem with that, too, is then they can just leave and there's really no recourse for the bank. So they're just going to do crazy things and then leave. We don't play on the stairs. Knock it off. Karen says they didn't have a pool. Weren't they trying to get a pool, though? Anyways, this post is crazy, guys. Talking about culture and how things are crazy over in the UK and the UK being lost. Bearing arms. The UK man was arrested for possessing a gunpowder recipe. You heard that right, guys. As Phil points out, not gunpowder, just the knowledge of how to make gunpowder. Alpha Fox says, I want to play on the stairs. Alpha, you can play on the stairs. You're a big boy. You're a big person. You know, you're an adult. Adults can play on the stairs. I just don't want a 4 and a 6-year-old playing on stairs. It just sounds like a recipe for disaster. Yes, I said you because you're 4 and 6. Yes, you. You're like, me? Yes, you guys. Yes, the guy wanted a bigger house with a pool. That's right. Alpha Fox says, I'm adult. Adult or adult? I understand the joke, and I appreciate the play on words. Being the highest form of comedy, big fan of puns. I see that you, as well as myself, are a cunning linguist, sir. And or ma'am. Nobody's ever told me. Him. Okay, I've been corrected. Him. You, sir, are a cunning linguist. But yes, guys, the knowledge of gunpowder. So the National Association for Gun Rights posted this out for everybody to know. Just in case you might get persecuted. Also, how do you know? Did you ask Alpha Fox what he identifies as today? Okay, just saying. Alpha, what do you identify as today? I love giving people shit about not asking people what they identify as. It's just a little humor I like to have at my semi-progressive job. I'll let it slide, though. Karen says, Alpha, I recommend a sleeping bag for sliding down the stairs. Karen, don't give the kids any ideas or a laundry basket. They know where one of those is. Alpha Fox says, I'm a fox. I bet you are. Remember, I was in the Navy, Fox. Careful saying stuff like that around me. Also, Derek Evans posts this out, guys. Progressives are idiots. They don't know too much about much. So you can just make shit up and they'll believe you. A perfect example of this is this wonderful individual who posted a fake video about a fake crop and talk about how the Trump tariffs are hurting him. Let's listen to this.
We're just absolutely fucked as farmers, guys. Everything is so fucked, and I do not see anybody surviving this farm crisis that we're in. Guys, look, one of the best splorn crops that I have ever raised in my life. And because
Oh, a splorn crop, guys. Splorn. I don't know what splorn is, but it sounds disgusting.
the tariffs, China will not fucking buy it. And they are the only country in the world other than, well, they are the only country in the world that buys splorn. And so now I'm literally just chopping it and blowing it on the fucking ground because it's fucking useless.
They're the only country in the world that buys splorn. Kara says, I'm a Midwest splorn feed. MK, I learned all about gunpowder when my son and his best friends blew up his friend's bathroom. Great times, good times, teenagers. I kept it to like egging things and toilet papering things. Oh, wait, that's not true. That's not true. A friend of mine may have been involved in lighting an M80 off in a trash can at our HOA. Maybe. I don't know enough about that, but I may or may not have seen this growing up. Taking a quarter stick of dynamite and putting it in a concrete trash can with a metal lid chained to it and seeing what happens. Maybe. That might have happened. Teenagers are crazy. I can't wait until my kids are teenagers.
It's valueless. There's nothing I can fucking do to it. I am going to need government assistance to make it through this fucking crisis until these tariffs end. Look, I've never raised a splorn crop like this, guys. And this is just fucking heartbreaking to me. I don't know how I'm gonna survive. You know, Trump said he fucking loved us farmers, and here I am just blowing my splorn crop all over the ground. Hopefully he works a deal out where Antarctica and Mars will start buying this splorn. And
okay, now you have to know the video is fake, guys. Talking about Antarctica and Mars buying his crops since China won't, and the tariffs are hurting him. Oh my God, this is comedy. Most progressives know zero about agriculture, and they're going to probably believe this. MK says, high IQ teenagers who took advanced chemistry. I took AP chemistry, MK. I did. I enjoyed chemistry. I very much enjoyed the chemistry and materials section of nuclear power school in the U.S. Navy. I did very well, actually, in power school and prototype. It was a lot of fun, guys. Working in nuclear power is great. In fact, if somebody wants to go pull the link for it and throw it in the chat, Destin from Getting Smarter Every Day just posted a video from a refueling that they were doing at Browns Ferry Nuclear Power Plant. It took me back. I've worked at a pressurized water reactor and a boiling water reactor. His video he did is amazing. It's great. It took me back, gave me so many memories. Check out Destin Smarter Every Day. That video he did about nuclear refueling. A lot of fun. Crispy says, I may have blown up a car. Okay. MK says the bus stop got blown up also. Guys, what are we doing? Kara says, my brother was shooting fireworks out of his bedroom window and had one go off in his closet. Needless to say, it was a memorable night. Jack says, the comments of the dumb leftists were hysterical outrage for a fictional crisis as per usual. Not too bad, but yeah, Gals made me a grandma. Oh, glad he made me a grandma. Fantastic. Wow, millions of acres of splorn here in Ohio. blowing my splorn all over the field. Oh my gosh. We harvest our splorn during snipe season. Oh my God, that is so good. And then linked here, Gardner just posted the link here in the chat. Yes, this one, I'm going to give this a heart. I'm going to talk about it a lot. Guys, the linear no threshold comment, the top comment, Kyle Hill did a YouTube video about the evils of the linear no threshold theory that has been very much disproven and is terrible for the industry and terrible for the general public, and actually ends up putting you probably more at risk than not. Yes, Karen, snipe hunting is wonderful. But guys, check this video out and then go check out Kyle Hill's video about the linear no threshold theory. I know I'm way nuking out and getting nerdy, but guys, I love the nuclear industry. I want to advocate for the nuclear industry because I think that nuclear power is amazing. Research team on standby. Yes, if you can find a link to the YouTube video for Kyle Hill's documentary he just released a few days ago about the linear no threshold, throw that in the chat as well. Guys, we have a story in here from our very own now Alpha Fox from the chat. Before smart devices, we had each other. We would talk. We would discuss things, politics, even with our own kids, because there was no other outlet. Now adults and kids can just sit on their phones and yell into the void, not influencing anyone around them. This is how you lose a generation of voters. Parents not teaching their kids fundamentals. Yes, absolutely. We need to get back to family dinners where we all sit down without phones and discuss reality. Guys, we sat down for a family dinner just tonight. Guys, we need to get unplugged for some of these devices. We're on them way too much. I'm guilty of it. I'm pretty sure we're all guilty of it. We need to definitely have real life conversations with our kids, though, for sure. Yes, you, buddy. Shell says, I love when you talk nerdy. Yes. Alpha, oh boy. Oh boy.
What do I need to say?
You like family dinners?
Yes.
Guess what?
I like family dinners, yes.
You like family? Okay. Yep. See, the boy likes family dinners. Make sure you talk about politics with your 6-year-old. Hey, kiddo, do we talk politics? Do we talk politics? Do I tell you what's good and what's bad in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. 6-year-olds and 4.5-year-olds will know more about most modern politics, nuclear reactors, and agriculture than most people do in the United States. Whew. Yeah, you can only catch them with a pillowcase and explore. Please link me into the conversation. Crispy. Which conversation? Oh, there we go. The YouTube link, guys. Check that video out as well. That should be the video on the linear no threshold theory. Is that it? Let me pull it up.
As an engineer,
oh, guys, it's hilarious. Kyle Hill does ads, like actual YouTube ads on his own YouTube videos. Yeah, big mistake. Linear no threshold video. Guys, go check that out. It's an amazing video. He did a great job on it. Also very worth watching. Sweetie oh, okay. We're getting right into the memes, guys. But before we do that, we need to get back to family dinners where we sit without phones and discuss reality, guys. I completely agree. Thank you, Alpha, for putting this out, guys. I bookmarked this for the show, as you can see. It's very true, though, guys. We need to have real conversations with our families. We need to have real conversations with our coworkers, our friends, our families, everybody. We need to have actual conversations with our neighbors, the people at church, the people at the grocery store. We just need to have real conversations, guys. What? And the kids?
And the kids.
That's right. And the kids. Straight from the kids. So, guys, then we're going to get Alpha's Sweeney viral video. All right, let's go. All right, this is a good start already. It says, fellas, you are... Oh, let's change the view, guys. Maximize the video. What am I doing? We're doing this live. If you aren't following Alpha, do it. Okay, this is a... Let's read the text first. It says, fellas, you're on the elevator with your woman and Sydney Sweeney gets aboard. What do you do? Things are about to get real awkward. Oh, that guy is in trouble. What do you do, guys? You give her a smile, say what's up. Dude, that dude's sweat. I just paused it at the correct time. That dude's sweating. He looked. You know what, though? She would look too. If you're with a girl who wouldn't look too, are you with the right girl? I'm just saying. Carrot says, I have... Oh, you followed Alpha with all your accounts. Shell says, I'd join in. Yeah. Like I said, if you're with a girl who wouldn't look too...
What? Perv?
Perv? Ha! Nah. Perv, please. She can go home. She can go home on her own. Yeah, my boy just agreed. Yeah, she can. So we're going to get into memes, guys. We got a couple of memes pulled up. I haven't even gone through the memes because I ran out of time in show prep. So please just be patient with me. But guys, first meme I have pulled up is Karen. Karen's little video. Got this adorable Karen eating a donut. Look at that. Karen just getting frosted. Yeah, Alpha says you should be able to enjoy beauty with your wife. Absolutely. MK, I would look and compliment her. Yes. Yes. As should everybody. Freckled Liberty. Real. Men wrapping presents. Men using the smoker. Yes. One is required for it to end well. The other one is just functional. That would not be functional if you did it like this. And I enjoy that a lot more than this. So I would put way more attention to detail into this bad boy. 100%. So to answer Freckled Liberty, yes. 100%. I wrap my presents worse than this. I don't even usually wrap them. I put them in a bag and shove paper in the top and go, unwrap that. The glazing. Yeah. Yeah, Gardner knows what's up. Alpha says, leave it in the Amazon box. It's pre-wrapped. Yes. And then put the Amazon box in a bag. Put tissue paper on top of it. Good to go. You can even use a Sharpie and just write random stuff on the box. They'll never know what it is. Shell is getting a bag of stuffed paper for Christmas. Hey, you know, maybe. Jack says, thanks for breaking down that logic. Actually makes sense. Yeah, you're welcome, Jack. I'm glad I could give you a little bit of a view into the male mind. Priorities, Jack. Priorities. This one, I put in the meme section because I think it's hilarious. People took it way too seriously, including ABC News, who posted this. But Bobert and her boyfriend, a real estate broker, who cares, attended a Halloween party dressed as a Mexican woman and Immigrations and Customs Enforcement agent. Guys, this is wonderful. This is hilarious. Like, ABC News is upset, but then Libs of TikTok straight up calls them out and says, spare us your fake outrage. How could they dress up as a Mexican for Halloween? It's such a scandal. Same people. Charlie Kirk. Yeah. Yep. Same people, guys. Absolutely the same people. So the fake outrage, guys, no one cares. In fact, this costume is hilarious. The other one is gross. What Gardner say? Shell is you're getting a bag of paper. Sorry. It's official. Nope, it's official. Gardner says I just have to give her a bag of paper. Tiffany Fong, retarded account. Post, honey, bring your boyfriend in here. Mom Donnie just won the New York City mayoral race. Yes, this is the white guys for Harris type that would have voted for Mom Donnie. Yeah, this is weird on so many levels, guys. The progressives and their habits are just unexplainable. Sombreros forever. That's right. The sombrero memes will continue until morale improves, guys. Don't forget that. Don't forget that at all. And then, as Chad pointed out earlier, and MK, and many others, this is time to get paid. Moving companies in New York today. This was posted yesterday, but this is going to be moving companies in New York for a very long time. As everybody is looking to move, it's going to be crazy and wonderful. Guys, I have not, like I said, I did not pre-poll anything. So I apologize right now. We will get things pulled up as I can. See the stuff that was posted today. Okay, I sent you that. Okay. Yep, we're getting Karen memes first, guys. There we go. Okay, found the beginning of the Karen memes, guys. Sorry for the delay. Coming soon. Escape from New York. Yeah, guys, there's also an Escape for Los Angeles. That's probably coming in a few years. But Escape from New York, very, very terrible movie. Unless you like those kinds of movies, then it was wonderful. Kurt Russell, though, check it out. Escape from New York, though, they knew what was coming. In fact, Here's another reference to the same thing. Kurt Russell, guys. Escape from New York, Escape from Los Angeles. It's almost like the writers in Hollywood knew what was coming. And this is now what's coming to New York. You have the Statue of Liberty covered in traditional Islamic garb. You wouldn't want to offend anyone with those ankles. Then this one, guys, it's going to help out the real estate prices. F it. I'm moving to Florida. Guys, the amount of beer and cigarettes on the floor with Lady Liberty here is crazy. Gardner posts a meme. All right, let's go, Gardner. You got another one. Let's go. I made this 2 weeks ago. Great minds. Charlton Heston, Roddy McDonald, Planet of the Apes. Ooh. Yep. Oh, God, what's even happening? Hang on. Yep. Very good point. Let's close that. Got that. We're going to close that. We're going to go here. And I sent this one. Guys, I sent that to, or did somebody get Alpha Fox, the Oregon Trail meme? Okay. Oregon Trail meme has been sent. Escape from the goats from Crispy. Gross. You. Okay, nope. Stay over here, bud. I'll show you later, okay? Hey, I'll show you in a little bit, okay? I'll show you in a little bit. Which one? Well, oh, you want to say you love goats?
I love goats.
That. Yep, Aladdin importing those fat ass goats. So, Midjitsu, partial arts. Oh, gosh. Oh, wow. This meme, you might have won memes, guys. This is crazy. Oh, my gosh. Midjitsu partial arts. I should not be laughing this hard. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe it. I still can't believe you missed that was JD. It was? Interesting. Yeah, guys. Midjitsu, partial arts. Crispy, thank you. Thank you for that one. That one's always good. Oh, looks like I got a bunch of memes here. Do we got any other memes? I'm looking for more memes, folks. Anyone else memes? I bet Gardner sent some memes. Let's check the chat. I got to check the encrypted chat for those. How many did we get today? Oh, we got some more sombrero memes. All right, let's get these pulled up. No memes, no never. Questionable Gardner. The Oh No division, the Democrat Party. Guys, Oh No division in the Democrat Party. That's right. The sombreros versus the turbans. It's going to get weird. Look at my second one again. Okay, Karen, I'll pull it back up. Give me a second. We got this one. Jesse Waters asks Erica Kirk, the one she knows about Charlie Kirk that she's willing to share. Erica, he named all of his daughters stuffed animals. It was such a great man. Did he really...
You know about Charlie that no one else knows that you want to share?
Okay. So he would name all of my daughters and my son's stuffed animals, every single one of them. His favorite animal was the platypus. It's so random, but it's so funny because it was such a utility animal. And it's not even an animal you would think of. And I remember when I went to the San Diego Zoo with my daughter, and we found the platypus shirt there, and I had her put it on, and Charlie was like, "How did you find that shirt?" And I was like, "We just so happened to go to the zoo, and they had a platypus." He was blown away.
I'm glad we didn't embarrass him too much.
Oh, see, this is the kind of stories. I love these stories, guys. They're so wholesome. They're great. I still miss Charlie, man. It's crazy to think that he's gone. New York City for the next 4 years. Best we can do is equal poverty. Yeah. Guys, the one thing you need to know about socialism and communism, it does not make everybody rich. It makes everybody equally as poor. That's the joke here. I know jokes are always better when you explain them, guys, so I just have to explain that one to you. But yeah, great meme. Great meme. And then I was told I have to revisit a Karen. Charlie was the best of us. Absolutely. Go back to your second one. Oh, shoot. You are right. Oh, how did I miss that? This isn't Kurt Russell. This is a Kurt Russell mashup with JD Vance. Oh, how did I miss that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so good. This is so good. How did I not see that? Oh, you know what? That is so good. That is so good. That is so good. Oh man, I think that's actually one of the last ones that we've got for the night. I wouldn't mind ending on that one personally. Like, that's an amazing meme, guys. Look, I don't know what our count is right now. It's 9:21. We've been going almost 2 solid hours, guys. It was the whole theme. It really was. 6:58. Thank you very much, everyone. Make sure that we are reposting the live, everyone. Make sure that we share it out with our friends and family. Please do me a favor and support the channel. Please support all our friends and family in the chat. For all of the amazing folks that continue to show up, I love every one of you. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can find us here on the Evening Update, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. Saturday on the Weekly Update, you can find us 7 p.m. a little bit early so that we can accommodate to the conversation with Chatban, if he's doing it. Wait. Hang on. With Chatban.
With Chatban. I love you guys. Chatban.
Yeah, the kids love Chatban. It's hilarious. Every time they see Chatban, they just yell it, "Hey, Chatban!" Also, the Topic Exchange, Tuesdays, 8:45 p.m. Sunday, Bible Space. Not this Sunday, the following Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. Also, Team Doge Space coming up. Date to be announced. That's wonderful news. Thank you for sharing that here, Gardner. MK, love you all. Thanks for the prayers. You are very welcome. I hope everything is still doing better. If anybody else needs prayers, please drop it in the chat. Good night, MK. I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. And remember, folks, in an evil world, choose to do good.
How to say, I love America. I love you guys and I love America. Have Daddy. Did you say to them? I love America.